everybody, welcome back. We're looking at some grooms that got caught in the act.
This is part one of me finding my fiance naked with his married coworker on my wedding day. For context, we started dating in 2014, got engaged March of 2017, and we were supposed to get married September 30th, 2017. Okay. In the days leading up to the wedding, it was 5 days before, and I just wasn't feeling right about things. I was like, something's not right. We had been like really hanging out a lot with his coworkers, and there was like something just not right with this one girl that he worked with, and they were like really close. And I asked him about it, and he's like, "You're crazy. There's nothing going on, yada yada."
This is a spoiler alert. You're not crazy.
5 days before the wedding, he's like, "You don't trust me enough to get married. We need to postpone. We're gonna like stay together, but like we need to postpone because you just don't trust me enough."
I'm
like,
sorry, what?
What? Like my whole life is falling apart, or that's how I felt at that time. So my parents are like calling the vendors, and I'm like, what in the world? We had met with our marriage counselors, and they were like, "Kirsten, there's nothing going on. Like, he says there's nothing going on. There's nothing going on."
I love how he's blaming you. Love it. Love how he's blaming you.
And I'm like, there's something that's not right. I just felt it. I knew. So we call off the wedding. I'm like very anxiety ridden because I'm like, okay, either he's cheating on me or like I've completely lost touch with reality, and both of those options are terrible. So we made the decision that we would remain together and work on building trust because he told me that like it was my fault that we weren't going to get married, and it was just because I didn't trust him enough. Fast forward, it's September 30th, our wedding day, and I unlocked the door to the house that I had bought for us. He's living in the house. I bought, like we closed on our house in June. I put the down payment down. He was living in it. I was living with my parents still until we got married. The only thing that he had in this house was $500 towards closing costs that his dad had given him. So he had none of his own money in the house. I did the entire down payment.
I'm sorry, what? He was living in the house that you bought for him and he was cheating? Greedy, greedy, greedy. The audacity. The audacity.
So I unlock the door to this house and walk inside, and he is, and I'm like, why are you in the living room? And he's like, "Why are you here? What are you doing here?" And I'm like, "It's my house. What do you mean? Like, I'm here all the time." He's like, "Why are you here?" And I look down and I see some like girls' boots or women's boots in the floor, and I was like, I immediately knew this is that girl.
I'm so invested.
And then I hear the bedroom door close. So his bed was in the guest bedroom in our house, and the master bedroom was empty at this time because we were going to be moving my bed into the master. So I hear the master bedroom door close, and I go in there and I find her, and she's like put his clothes on that were in the closet. And, you know, we are fussing. It was kind of redneck. Anyway, I called the police and reported an intruder because I was a 25-year-old and I didn't know any better. I was just angry and I didn't know what to do. And I'm like, this isn't right. Like, she shouldn't be in my house. And she shouldn't have been, but in hindsight, that probably wasn't the best move. Anyway, we all have to give testimony. It was a whole ordeal. Then I go into the guest bedroom where the bed is. At that time, I find a pile of clothes. You can see it in the picture in my like original video. They are next to the bed, which had clearly been used. And besides that, I find this this budget that they made for their life together. It's cute. Anyway, she told me like, "We're in love, I'm leaving my husband, we're gonna be together, yada yada." And I'm like, he and I are still actively together at this point. The only reason we called off the wedding is because he said that I didn't trust him enough. It later came out that they'd been having an affair for quite some time.
Oh, you were right.
Under my nose for like, she told me, several months. Like during the time that he had been cheating on me, he's like telling me that I don't trust him enough. He like established life insurance policies. He took out a $500,000 life insurance policy on me. It was a really, really dark season because I had been heavily manipulated and told that I was losing my mind. And honestly, finding him that day, as much as it hurt and as angry as I was, it was a relief. Because I was like,
at least I'm not crazy.
At least I'm not crazy.
Yes!
I was right this whole time. It was like my gut told me something was wrong, and it was.
Girl, you know, I hate to say it, but like this story is not unique. Every time I'm talking to a guy and he says that his ex-girlfriend is just crazy, crazy. I never believe them. They're not crazy. They probably just weren't down to put up with your crap anymore. And they probably knew that something was going on and that you weren't doing all the things you were supposed to be doing. And you didn't like that. You're not crazy, babe. If a guy uses the term crazy to gaslight you when you clearly think that something is wrong, you're not crazy.
So it was a really dark season. The Monday after this happened on a Saturday, I sold my ring at the same jewelry store that had been bought and used it to retain my attorney. I had bought us a house in June, like I said, and I immediately had to start like fighting for that house. He fought me tooth and nail for it, tried to like up until the bitter end, tried to steal it out from under me. We had lawyers involved. It was ugly. The husband of the girl that he was cheating on me with took her back. And bless his heart, they're still together to this day. But he's like, no, she said nothing happened. But
she can have him, girl.
So in true my ex-fiance fashion, he moved a different female coworker into the house a few weeks later. I fought them until April to get her and him out of the house, then had to work on selling the house. It took 333 days to be done.
Girl, I am so sorry to hear this. This is insane. Absolutely insane. New fear unlocked. Whoever she's talking about. Are you not embarrassed? Just take the L and move out of the frickin' house. Haven't you done enough? Walks in on my fiance cheating on me with my best friend the night before our wedding. Bro. She happens to be 6 months pregnant? I find out it's his baby, so I can't wait. I cancel the wedding but go on the honeymoon anyways, as you should, bestie. Where I meet the man of my dreams in paradise. Months later, I get a new job and he ends up being my new boss. We tell each other we can't, but we do. Oh, the tea is piping hot today. Well, I'm glad your story had a happy ending, sweetheart. It's the night before our wedding for me. Really, the night before, just had to get back out there for one last night. And not only that, but you had to choose the best friend. Like there wasn't like another person that you could just go home with. You had to like blow up this girl's entire life. Not just her marriage, her best friendship too, which apparently wasn't much of a friendship to begin with, to be honest. The audacity. I bite you.
Here is actual proof that guys just cheat constantly. Keep on watching. This girl DM'd me. Hey, I was wondering if you can loyalty test my fiance. Keep in mind, please, this is her fiance. Long story short, he's in the military, he's been there for 2 years, and he wants to get married with her. But let's see if he's loyal. I messaged him this. This is the fiance. Guys, 2 seconds later, he immediately started following me. He started following me immediately after that message. That's already a red sign, keep in mind. He said, hi, who are you though? But let's move on to the important part. So I said, tell me about yourself. I don't know, just a broken Marine. Then he said, where are you at? He wants to know my location. So I said, I'm in New Jersey. If you're up for it, we should meet. And then he said this. Keep in mind, he wants to get married to this girl. Yeah, that's cool. Love to make a new friend. He agreed to meet up with a total stranger off the internet. An engaged male. You are disgusting, bro. And not to mention, he even asked for my Snapchat. Proof. Then she confronted him. He got mad, he got caught.
You know, social media really do be out here ruining relationships. And the fact of the matter is that there's so much like silent cheating going on. The looking at other women, the looking at other men, the messaging that's happening, the liking. You know, the liking that seems like so innocent. I just liked a photo. It's not innocent. And like, granted, you know, I get it. I would post thirst traps when I was single too. But now that I'm not single, and it's like sometimes I see it and like my boyfriends are following these. My boyfriends. I don't have more than one. If my boyfriend Mike is following a girl that's like posting like really raunchy photos of herself and I see that, it's like, I don't want to see that my boyfriend is looking at that, but you're making them look at it because that's what you're posting to social media and they follow you. Ugh, God, like I'm all for women supporting women, but like there really is something to be said for how social media is straight up ruining people's relationships and making them think that, oh, they could probably just have somebody else too. Why not just... Let's just, like Pokemon, just collect them all, you know? Maybe this guy never would have done anything. Maybe he was just, you know, kind of like, he likes the attention or whatever. But this to me is cheating. It's cheating. Fiance of over 2 years gets caught cheating, and his response.
But this man tried to gaslight me and say, I don't want to be with somebody that goes through my stuff. Oh, that's what the problem is?
Yeah, it's me.
Okay, yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
We can't be together.
Get your grubby hands off my stuff. Get your grubby hands off that woman! Ugh, the gaslighting. The gaslighting. Everything except accepting responsibility for your actions, eh? Just found out my fiance has been cheating on me with his secretary for 6 months. She's about to join our brunch so I can break up with him and take his Lambo. Yawn. Oh. All in a day's work.
Looks like Liam Payne was caught cheating on his fiancée. Yesterday, a woman posted these pictures of her and Liam on her Instagram story. And a Liam fan account reposted them thinking it was him and his fiancée Maya. But then Maya commented on the post saying, I love all my fans so much, but please stop sending me these pictures of my fiancé wrapped around another woman. This is not me, and it's hard enough knowing this happened without seeing it. Enough now.
Oh, bro. Wow, it's the recklessness for me. Let's just post it to social media so everybody knows, you know, because it's not humiliating enough. After my fiance cheated at his bachelor party with a dancer, I ran away with his best man while he was at the altar waiting for me. Oh, God. I mean, that's one way to get even. I think you might have won that. I think you won. Last one, and I saved the best for last. Saddest order I've ever received. The bride finds out her fiance is cheating with her best friend, but her comeback though. I just found out my fiance has been cheating on me with my best friend. Her birthday's coming up and I want to give her that necklace for her birthday so everyone knows who she is. Can you please package my order on TikTok? I really want to see my order being packaged. Please don't include a thank you card. I don't need one. And can you please write you're a in one of the necklaces and F you in the other one for my fiance. Thank you. Okay, let's see. She's like, if you say so. Yeah. Wow. You are strong, you are brave, you are all you meant to be. Here, a treasure to remember us by. Gorgeous. Really suits them. I also gave her this queen necklace just to remind her she's a queen and she deserves better. That's what's up. I mean, I'm here for it. Subscribe!